Apple is one of those companies that almost everyone in the world has heard of. When we think about smartphones, laptops, or cool gadgets, the first name that usually comes to mind is Apple. Today, let's talk about Apple's story, when it started, who created it, and how much money it makes every month. Apple started on April 1st, 1976, in California. Three friends, Steve Jobs, Steve Wozniak, and Ronald Wayne, came together and started building computers in a small garage. Their very first product was the Apple I computer, which was just a simple motherboard at that time. It wasn't fancy, but it was something new and people liked it. Soon, they launched the Apple II, which became very successful and gave Apple its first big recognition. Steve Jobs chose the name Apple because it was simple, easy to remember, and appeared near the top in alphabetical lists. In 1984, Apple introduced the Macintosh computer, which was completely different from other computers at that time. It had a graphical user interface with icons and a mouse, which made it easy for normal people to use. This was a game changer in the tech industry, but Apple didn't always have smooth sailing. In 1985, Steve Jobs was actually pushed out of his own company. For a while, Apple struggled and even came close to failing. But in 1997, Steve Jobs returned, and from that moment, everything started changing. Jobs brought a wave of innovation. In 2001, Apple launched the iPod, a small device where you could carry thousands of songs in your pocket. Then, in 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone, and the entire world of mobile phones changed forever. The iPhone wasn't just a phone. It was a mini computer with internet access, a touchscreen, and apps. It started the modern smartphone era we all live in today. Later came the App Store in 2008, where people could download apps, games, and tools. This created an ecosystem that kept users inside Apple's world. In 2010, Apple launched the iPad. In 2015, the Apple Watch, and later, the AirPods, which quickly became a global trend. Today, Apple is not only a hardware company, but also a giant in services. Products like Apple Music, Apple TV Plus, iCloud, and Apple Arcade bring in billions of dollars every year. One of Apple's biggest strengths is its ecosystem. If you own an iPhone, you'll notice how easily it connects with your MacBook, iPad, or Apple Watch. Everything works together smoothly, and that's why once people start using Apple products, they usually stick with them for years. Now let's talk about money. Apple is one of the most profitable companies in the world. As of 2025, Apple's yearly revenue is around $408 billion. That means the company makes about $30 to $35 billion every month. Out of that, Apple keeps about $7 to $8 billion in pure profit every single month. To put it in perspective, Apple makes more money in 1 month than many entire countries make in a whole year. Apple has offices, stores, and factories across the world. Most iPhones are manufactured in China by a company called Foxconn, but Apple also has major investments in India, the USA, and Europe. The company employs hundreds of thousands of people, directly and indirectly. Another reason why people love Apple is because of privacy and security. Apple always promotes the idea that your personal information is safe on their devices, and this has created strong trust among customers. After Steve Jobs passed away in 2011, Tim Cook became the CEO. Under his leadership, Apple has grown even bigger. Today, Apple is valued at over $3 trillion, making it the most valuable company in the world. Apple's journey is truly inspiring. From a small garage startup to becoming the world's most powerful tech giant, it shows how vision, creativity, and innovation can change everything. So friends, this was the story of Apple. When it started, who created it, and how much it earns today. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like this video, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories like this.